Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Probably only going to do a couple episodes like this before I actually go through and explore what the other endings of the game and such are, but I think it's going to be a short-lived series, but it'll be fun for a couple more times, so everybody will get to see my reactions and things like that to what happens. Somebody did mention, kind of in a spoiler-esque fashion, but not completely spoiling it, so I'm kind of glad with the way it went down, that there's a broom closet ending. And I don't know if I missed out on the broom closet ending because of the fact that I already, I think the game broke. I think I broke it. Yeah, we're kind of doing nothing right now, so hang tight, folks. Let me get back to you when I get this going. Okay, it wasn't broken, but apparently, I don't know exactly what I did, but it got stuck for a minute. Somebody told me there's a couple spoilers that people gave me, so let's see.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No.
Escape.
This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
So I'm just gonna wait.
Someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What the heck? I assume that was an ending? I have absolutely no idea what just happened there. I kind of just cut short. I'm trying to open up all these doors. Can't do it.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope. I'm going to this door.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to go in a lot of different rooms. It won't let me. Here's the employee lounge.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth it, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, some people have told me that there's a lot more things that I could... Oh, you know what? You know where I never went? I never went this way. What's this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
This is an interesting room. I wish I could interact with more things, though. Well, I couldn't have gone anywhere from there. It hasn't even told me where I'm supposed to go yet. I can't get in there. I can probably go down here on this lift. That looks like it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I didn't realize I could die. I mean, I know... I didn't mean that? Hello? Did I, like, glitch the game? I'm not even starting a sequence. I accidentally clicked in the window and have now trapped myself in my office without the game actually even moving forward. I don't know if this is planned, expected. Do I have to start back over? I think I might. Begin the game again. You guys can tell me I might have just screwed that up
All of his co-workers were gone.
completely.
What could it mean?
And
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Somebody
he
told me
couldn't
something
find
about
a
a
trace
phone.
of his co-workers.
Oh, I can turn the computer on and off. Well, wait, I just turned that computer off. Wait, this one's on now. I can turn it off. If I turn all these computers off. Okay, I just turned all the...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Are you gonna say something else? Or was that it? Did I... Nope, I think I finished this room off. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that platform and not jump off of it this time. Oh wait, I'm gonna turn off all these computers. Every single computer, you will be turned off. Awaiting input. Input received. Ooh, I'm on the desk. Can I give you more input? I cannot give you more input. I gave you as much input as I could. Okay. Moving on
when
to...
Stanley came to a set of two
I went to
open
this
doors.
door. I want to go back to that platform that goes across and
Perhaps
actually
he wanted
take
to
it
stop
across.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire
I can't get in this room to turn off that computer. Okay. So I'm in the employee lounge.
Yes, this room.
See ya, suckers.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. The bad direction follower that I am. We'll go in here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, I'm going to take this now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Does it actually
here.
take me somewhere,
I'm
though?
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting? Who? Don't I have a wife? Is this a different her? Am I having an affair? Or is it... Ooh. Or is it talking about my wife? Okay. The darkness. Ooh. Whoa.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly play... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? That wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
But...
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
Wait.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Are you saying Stanley's not a real
I've been letting
person?
you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice.
Stephen
He
has a
could
choice.
spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house.
He could.
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
A back sack and crack? Oh my goodness.
Excellent.
Is it 4:30?
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Whoa.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Is the door gonna open again? Wait. How are we revisiting my choice, but you're not letting me remake my choice? And I can't get up here. I wonder what would have happened if I actually entered the phone. Somebody had mentioned something in the comment about...
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So, I still want to go... I love how there's a gate here now. I still want to go back over there and unplug the phone again. Go! Go, Lift, go! Go! Where are you taking me to, though? Okay, that opened. Go? No. Okay, I have to go back this way. And that's gonna shut. How far back is this taking me? Is it going all the way back to the employee lounge?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh my god. I don't even know. Oh, I'm going back to the phone.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh!
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I've screwed up the narrative transformation or whatnot. Oh, I was hoping the room would change. Okay, I guess I have to take the room on the left now. It's still open. Let's see. Here's the meeting room.
Oh, It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
No, we can do this, buddy. We can do it. Darkness? Oh, you didn't fix nothing there. I broke you.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What,
sorry,
did
bud.
you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nope.
That there's a world outside of you. You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
What just happened?
Right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We just did this already.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
This is
responsibly
trippy.
and always putting the story first.
It keeps...
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
It just keeps going back.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, let's enter the door on the left. Here's the office. It looks better.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. So I don't know... Here we go. You won't let me in the broom closet. That's sad. So last I went
Coming
down...
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's blocking everything off that I can't do it anymore. It must be as I finish some of the endings, it lets me, or it stops them from actually happening. I want to go back over there and not unplug the phone now. Or unplug it again. Oh, I can actually get back here this time. Interesting.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Whoa, this is a different
Shocked,
office.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 115. Hello?
Stanley spoke the code.
I did...
Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yes.
You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. I'm doing it.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the...
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
What is
I need you to
happening?
make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Wait.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a
Why was
decision.
this one of the
It can't
endings?
exist without you. Do you understand me?
I don't...
Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Well...
Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
Okay, I'm gonna... I guess I have to go... Begin the game again? Do I have to wait there? Let's just begin the game again. I'm going straight to that phone. I'm gonna meet you guys over at that phone if I can get there. The credits are still rolling! The credits are still rolling!
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I
Stanley
don't
decided to go to
get
the
it.
meeting room.
I don't
Perhaps
get
he
it.
had
It's
simply
so
missed a
crazy.
memo.
I will see you guys over at the thing if it lets me get over there.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was...
Okay, here we are.
That's her, Stanley.
Let's answer the phone.
You...
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Hey.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
What?
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, Hippo 427. Please press U on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, 0?
And so he began to fantasize about his own
It's a
job.
clock.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press F.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
But do they actually mean anything?
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
What the hell?
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Just come back to my
Nothing's
office.
changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Not doing it. Wait, am I supposed to not do it, or am I supposed to do it? Because he's telling me to not do it, but I should be going against what he says, right? Or am I supposed to be going against what the computer's telling me to do? In some big paradox type issue. It's not gonna let me anything happen, is it? Absolutely nothing. I can't do anything, can I? I have to, like, press the button eventually. I do. I have to.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Give me a mirror. You to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Well, that was an interesting ending. I just died, I guess. Yep, I stayed in my cubicle forever and just let myself die. Okay, guys, thanks for watching the Stanley Parable. I will see you next time. I don't know if there'll be more of this or not, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.